Part number 4. Tearing items that were attached inadvertently. So he's a very good example, right? As mentioned above, it is forbidden to separate items that were sewn or glued together, meaning purposely, right? However, this applies only if the items were attached intentionally. Okay? If the items became attached inadvertently, for example, glue fell between them, it is permitted to separate them since their attachment was never intended. So here, okay, so before drawing any conclusions, we would need to see the examples. So, I mean, maybe the classic example, sometimes we don't go to anybody's house. It's for many years. I don't have time, no energy, nothing, right? So I have one of my chavrus, like he said, he's not, we've been learning with him the longest, I would say. The longest from, we used to work together. And he said, how about if I come to your Shabbos, on Shabbos, one Shabbos to stay over? I said, thank you very much, I apologize, but it's not going to work out for me. So he did not explain. I explained my schedule, especially in the winter. Right, I don't have time for guests. Right, but in olden days, when we had time for guests, sometimes we would go to somebody else's house. And guess what? People would have benches, this thing, where you have Birchas Hamazon, and they were so dirty inside. I don't know what they do, with these benches. And there were breadcrumbs, right? If fresh bread, so it's actually like gluten, wherever it's glue in this gluten or bread, and it can glue two pages together. Right, and I saw in benches, and somebody asked me, can I open? Can I tear open? And that's what I said. You have to see if there is letters. If you're going to tear open, if you need this page, let's say if it's insertion of Hanukkah and today is not Hanukkah, maybe just leave it alone for after Shabbos. But if you need this page and you don't have any other bencher, right? So you technically can. So because it was not your intention, it was few crumbs, piece of salad. I don't know how is it possible, but I saw that the pieces of salad, like a came or a potato, right, fell on this white part of the page. There's no problem. So even if you tear from the page itself, it's only white. You did not erase anything, and it was for Shabbos needs. Right, so that's example. So that I saw. I still don't understand how is it possible to have food in there. Usually you have this thing. I still don't understand. When you do Birchas Hamazon, it's after the meal. So meaning when everybody completed the meal, right? You as we learned in Kitzur Shulchan Aruch, right? You clear the table, right? So it's not proper to say thanks to God and you have chicken bones in there or fish bones. Okay, you have to clean out, not completely, but to have respectful settings. And then you say, so if you cleaned out all these things, how can you have the food particles in a bench? I don't understand. But right, but it's very practical example. Okay. So in this case, of course, that's exactly the case when attachment was never intended, right? And in this case, would be allowed. Okay. So part number 5, practical applications. Opening food packages. Law pertaining to opening sealed packages of food were described briefly above, right? We explained. In this section, we'll discuss in details the particular laws that apply to each type of the packaging common today. Okay. Note that opening certain type of packages involve prohibition in addition to tearing off, completing the formation of the item, right? To this, right? Makebe patish, right? That we said. So as we said, it's translated as a last blow of the hammer, right? Doesn't matter. So meaning that until now, this item was useless basically, and then we did whatever we did, and now it can be used and reused. An example is cereal box, right? When you like unglue on top, for sure. Now it's it's for sure. You can use this cereal box after you finish with the cereal as a storage. You can keep there whatever you want, right? So you can. All right. So that's would be like second violation. So and person can violate actually in the same act several prohibitions. Why? Because he done it in the same act. So meaning steering and making the like new vessel. The next one, Asiyas Pesach. So it means fashioning and opening. So fashioning and opening meaning there was no opening until now, and now we did. So that's a separate thing. Right, separate thing. We're going to learn about it also. Our discussion here, however, will focus primarily prohibition of tearing. Okay. The rule of the as a rule, it is preferable to open every food package and contain it before Shabbos. So I mean, the rule in our family, like if we forgot something to open, so meaning even if we plan to and then forgot, meaning HaShem intended and then because He made us forget, so meaning we don't need it for whatever reason. Doesn't matter. So we can do without it. One Shabbos. It's not like end of the world. One time when we had the problem with the refrigerator, what was the refrigerator? Oh, the tape came off. The tape, so maybe when it stood, so if you open the refrigerator, the light is going to go on. So that Shabbos, I think it happened only once, Baruch Hashem. So that Shabbos, we were not allowed to, we didn't want to risk to open the refrigerator door. Why? Because if you open, the light is going to go on, you will not be allowed to close it, right? Because why? You're going to extinguish the light. That's a problem. So, of course, there is solution. They usually put like blanket on top, like on the door, so it would not too much hot air would go in. But I mean, but it's after the fact. Still, you're not allowed to close the door. Right? So we decided to go with other food, whatever was available in the house. Right, in this case, yes, we had to open some other packages that we did not plan before, but it's like only exceptional case. But in all other cases, yeah, we have to open everything Friday night.